Hi everyone, thank you for joining this SME Leadership Academy webinar on getting your business online. My name is Sally Jeffrey and I'm an industry manager here at Google, working with retailers both here in Singapore and across APAC. As we all know, the events of this year have completely transformed our way of life, especially when it comes to shopping, dining, or securing services. Whether it's replenishing our refrigerators, stocking up on household items, or treating yourself to a meal, we've done a lot of it online. And I really think this step change has demonstrated the importance of digital readiness to the success of your business. So with this in mind, today I'll take you through how Google My Business can help you as a platform for bringing your business online. From creating a profile to setting it up for success, and finally how you can leverage Google My Business to drive your business forward as we navigate this new normal. Before we go into the content, I want to emphasize that there are, especially at this point in time, constant improvements on our platforms. What that means is the information we present today might be slightly different or have additional improvements in place in the future. Also, you might see some delays in getting new verifications processed, but the good news is that we have a new initiative in conjunction with UOB that will greatly simplify this process, and more on that a little bit later on. If you're already using Google My Business, you can also stay up to date by keeping an eye on the COVID-19 dashboard card in your GMB interface, which will detail the latest updates and GMB features in your area. Okay, so let's jump right in and talk about how to get started and set up a Google My Business profile. In case you don't have a listing yet, creating one is very easy. Step 1 is you simply sign into the Google account you use for your business. Step 2 is to go to your Google Play or App Store, search for Google My Business, and install the app on your phone. Once you open the app, you can create your business profile. And this is where you fill in information like your business name, if it's a shop or an office, if you serve customers, what your address is, etc. You can then locate your specific location, choose a category, optionally fill in contact details, and you're finished. Your verification is on the way. When it arrives, you simply sign in and click the Verify Now button and enter the verification code provided. The great news is that we've partnered with the UOB to make it easier than ever for SMEs to sign up for Google My Business in just a few simple steps. Step 1, you sign up for GMB by visiting UOB's site or branches or speaking with your relationship manager. Step 2, you provide your company information through My Info Business or in person. Step 3, you'll receive a Google verification code via SMS at the branch or from your relationship manager. And step 4, you activate Google My Business by visiting Google's portal to complete the process. So now you've set up your profile, you want to ensure that you're really making the most of it. The first thing you'll want to do here is add managers to your profile. These are the people who will be able to monitor your accounts or locations and add, edit, or delete the locations in the business account. You can do this by signing into GMB, clicking on the gear icon or three-dot menu, click on the location or business account you'd like to manage, and click Manage Users. Next, now more than ever, it's really important that your information on Google is accurate and up to date. So you should add all of your basic business information, like your address, opening hours, phone number, and description. It's really easy to do. Just log into GMB and in the menu section on the left, click Info, make your edits, and after each attribute, click Apply. Another really important step is to add business photos. And this is because 90% of customers say they are more likely to visit a business that has photos on the search results page. This is particularly true for restaurants if you think about it, where the overall atmosphere is just as important as the food served. So really important that you showcase, that element of your business. You'll also want to bring your brand identity to your business profile with your logo and cover photos. And you should really think of these as your virtual storefront. You're showcasing your business and creating the curb appeal that will tempt customers through your door or to order online from you. If you don't have a website, GMB can help you to create a free one to represent your business. All you need to do is log in and select Website menu to get started. Google will then automatically use the info and photos from your business profile to create your website, which you can customize to showcase what makes you unique and give your customers all the information they need to know about your business. Your site will also be automatically optimized for display on desktop, tablet, and mobile devices. And the best thing is the whole process is super quick, only taking a couple of minutes from start to finish. So I've taken you through the basics in setting up for success, like adding managers, including your business information, photos, and logos, as well as how to create a site if you don't have one. For this next section, I'll talk about the more advanced ways you can set your Google My Business profile up for success. First up, while key information points such as address and opening hours are of course important, if you really want to attract customers, you need to tell them more. And this is because 29% of customers say they are more likely to consider businesses with more detailed profiles. And that makes sense intuitively. I know it's my preference as a customer, particularly right now when any purchase or journey I make is much more considered than usual. So if you want your customers to know your business better, you can add attributes. These will let them know whether your business offers things like Wi-Fi, curbside pickup, no contact delivery, or if you're a restaurant, do you have outdoor seating or do you offer takeout or delivery? All of which I think you can agree are hyper relevant right now. Again, it's really easy to do. Simply open your GMB app. At the bottom, tap Profile, select View All, find Add Attribute, and tap Edit. When you're finished updating your attributes, tap Apply, and your new attributes will now be available to customers who find your business across Google Search and Maps. Depending on the type of business you run, you can up the ante even further by sharing more information. For example, if you're a restaurant, you can list your menu items on your GMB profile to show your unique offerings and stand out online. If you have deals or specials to attract customers, you can also update your menu to reflect these. All you need to do is sign into Google My Business, choose the location you'd like to manage, and in the menu on the left, click and select Menu, then Edit and add your menu items. You can also add a menu URL via the same steps. Then both you and your customers can also add photos and names of popular dishes, which will appear in your business profile on Google Maps and the Android app. A few important points here. Dish names and details added by you will absolutely get preference over the dish names added by your customers. In addition, you can also suggest an edit if you feel the customer added dish is inaccurate. If you're a retailer, you can leverage Product Catalog, a feature in GMB that showcases your products on search and maps across mobile and desktop devices, so that people searching locally can see what you have to offer. You can also either show a fixed price or price range and create a button to link to an e-com site to order online, learn more, or get an offer. You can do all of this via the Products tab in your GMB dashboard. Finally, if you provide services, you can list these on your business profile by choosing from the suggested types of services. For example, plumbers may say install soft faucet or repair toilet as services to add. If the type of service isn't listed, you can also create your own custom services to accurately reflect what you have to offer. Okay, so you've added all your business information and attributes. What's next? Well, typically the businesses get the most out of GMB are those who also use it as a platform to engage and communicate with their customers and potential customers. When customers have more access to your business information and updates, they can ultimately make better decisions as they browse and hopefully are more likely to purchase with you. One really easy way to do this is to create posts which share updates directly on your profile about what's new, such as products or services, offers, or events. Posts are visible on the Updates or Overview tab of your business profile, on the Mobile Search and Maps, in the From Owners section on the profile, and on Google My Business websites. I just want to share a few best practice tips here around posts specifically. One, you really want to make sure that the content is high quality, so no misspellings or gimmicky content. And then secondly, and even more importantly, you really need to make sure your posts are respectful and family friendly. And then a final point to note is if you are linking to a third-party website, really make sure it's one you trust because that's a direct reflection of your business. You can also take things a step further by setting up messaging in the GMB app so that your customers can get in touch with you in real time from your business profile on Google. Messaging really works best as a conversation between your business and your customers. So think of it as a channel to answer questions, tell your story, and attract more customers to your business. To ensure the best possible experience for your customers, you can check out our best practice guide on the Google My Business Help Center. You can also make it easy for your customers to book a table directly through your profile if you're a restaurant. If you work with one of our approved third-party providers, such as Chope, you can manage bookings with them through GMB. Doing so gives you web and app services that seamlessly use your customer's Google account, simplifying the booking experience. Your customers also benefit from built-in integrations with widely used Google products, like Calendar and automatic reminders, so they don't miss their booking. You can also use the Booking tab in Google My Business to view the booking history of your business listing for bookings that came in through Reserve or Google. So a really easy way to track, the booking volume and progress over the period of time. If you don't have a third-party booking party, you can get booking requests directly via messaging. Once you turn on messaging in the Google My Business app, customers will be able to request a booking from your business profile in Google Search. The option to request a booking may also appear to customers when they message with a business. And the booking process is pretty simple, actually. When a customer requests a booking, you'll receive a message in the Google My Business app and an email notification with a response form. In the message, you'll see a description of the customer's request and their preferred service time. You can then send your customer your available dates and times. They'll be prompted to confirm, and then the date and time of the booking will be secured. You can also provide a welcome offer to thank customers who follow your business. So as an example, 20% off donuts for new followers, and then ultimately convert them into new customers. Again, setup is super easy. Simply open your Google My Business app, tap profile at the bottom of your screen, and on your profile, under Turn Followers into Customers, tap Create Welcome Offer and enter information like title, description, coupon codes, T's and C's. You can then tap Preview, and if you're happy with it, hit Publish, and only new followers will see your offer. So a really great conduit for new user acquisition. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this section is reviews. As we all know, communication is a two-way street, and customer reviews are critical to your business. With GMB, you will be notified when customers write reviews about your business, and by engaging with them, you can build rapport and ultimately brand loyalty. Important here is that you reply with your point of view, solutions, answers, or thanks. Now, even for the most successful of businesses, negative reviews will happen. The important thing is not to panic. Evaluate the situation by looking into their experience with you and their interaction with you or your employees. Timeliness is key, particularly if you're dealing with a deeply dissatisfied customer. So you want to respond quickly to calm and reassure future customers, who are reading this, by the way, that the same issue won't happen to them. You can then rectify the situation with the individual as soon as possible. And then often it may be more appropriate to ask the customer to discuss offline. More often than not, what we find is people will go online to vent their frustrations via reviews rather than proactively rave about positive experiences. So it's critical that you make it as easy as possible for your satisfied customers to leave reviews and even proactively encourage them to share. You can do this by messaging them review requests with a short link to review. Okay, so I've taken you through how to create a profile as well as how to set it up for success by leveraging our basic to more advanced features. In this last section, I want to talk to you specifically about how GMB can help drive your business forward as we navigate this new normal. First and foremost, ordinarily, 54% of people are looking for business opening hours in Google Maps and search. And as you can imagine, in today's context, this figure is likely to be even higher. So the first thing you want to make sure is that your opening hours are accurate. I know this sounds basic, but you'd be amazed how many businesses make this mistake. For some businesses, opening hours are longer than usual. For others, they may be shorter than usual. Just make sure they are up to date online to avoid disappointment from your customers. Also, as many of your businesses were closed for quite a period of time, it's also important to show that you are reopened. Again, sounds basic, but you'd be amazed how many businesses make the same mistake. If you don't let people know upfront that you're reopened for business, you'll risk potentially missing out on customers because they think your business is still shuttered. Then you want to make sure that at this point in time, your business info and more specifically your attributes are correct. Put yourself in the shoes of your customer. Someone in Singapore is going to Google to look for a takeout food option as an example. If you don't let them know upfront that you offer takeout, the chance is you may miss out on their custom. You can also share a post, or more specifically a COVID-19 related post. This post works in the same way as you're used to in social media, and it will show when someone opens your listing in Google Maps or Google Search. In this post, you can communicate about your updated opening hours or new measures that you're taking in light of COVID-19, such as increased hygiene standards, social distancing, etc. Also, you could, for example, promote to customers to buy a gift card or voucher for your business at this point in time, as you may be facing, drops in overall footfall and sales. The difference between a regular post and a COVID-19 post is that COVID-19 posts stand out a little bit more. COVID-19 posts have a sort of frame around it, as you can see on the picture on the right. Now, as we all know, driving your business recovery is key right now. And there are a number of ways you can leverage Google My Business to fuel this. As an example, you can create a socially responsible virtual event. And when it becomes feasible again, one in premises, and promote this via an events post. You can also create an offer to push your latest brands, deals, or attract new customers. Finally, it's really important that you leverage the insights that GMB provides to fuel your decisions. Because many customers find your business on Google Search and Maps, insights focus on how they arrived there and what they've done once they find your listing. So you can see things like search queries they use to arrive at your profile, where customers found you on Google, the actions they took, like direction requests, phone calls, and then what your business is known for overall. And you can get these insights at an individual or bulk listing basis, and they really are super valuable insights that will be able to fuel your future strategies and decisions. Okay, so that's everything I had to cover today. I want to wrap by sharing a quick recap of how to get your business online with GMB and how it can help you to drive your business forward during this uncertain time. Firstly, you need to get online. This is table stakes. You can create and verify your profile in a number of easy steps. And once you've done that, you can update your business information, such as opening hours, descriptions, and create a COVID-19 post to share the latest updates and measures you are taking. Once you have the basics in place, the next step is to set up your GMB profile for success by adding all of the relevant business information. You can showcase your brand's personality with photos and logos, and also leverage advanced features such as attributes, popular dishes, product catalogs, and services to showcase your offerings and tempt customers in store or to buy online from you. Finally, as we navigate this new normal, ensure your online info is accurate and up to date. Create events and offers to drive recovery, and please ensure you check your Insights tab for learnings that can fuel your future decisions. Thank you again for tuning in. Stay well and please take care.